Helen Keller. Now, is it inappropriate? Yeah, probably is. One can never consent to creep when one feels an impulse to soar. By Helen Keller. Beautiful quote, beautiful quote. I use the word creep a lot. Happy Groundhog's Day, everybody. This is kind of I don't know, perhaps a bit of humor at the start of a sad month. February has never been kind to me, and as my friends close and far will tell you, I often diffuse grief or sorrow with humor. I try to put a smile on people's faces, and I know my brother would really appreciate that quote by Helen Keller using the Crazy Dave from Plants vs. Zombie voice. Helen Keller, an amazing woman, one of my heroes. Recently, I put some very kind of edgy, cutting Facebook statuses on my Facebook. Can't talk about Facebook enough, I guess, on Groundhog's Day. But I like making people laugh. I like making people smile. And I've thought about it. I could probably do very, very well at that if I put my mind to it. And what would it be like for this crazy old man to become a comedian and try to make people laugh and smile? I have a good friend who's called Big Dave. He's a stand-up comedian, amateur, and I really want to talk to him about how does one get involved in the world of stand-up comedy. A lot of people would probably laugh at this quote about Helen Keller, but a lot of people would be offended by that too, and I realize that, and that's kind of the fine line that the comedian walks. You definitely can't please everybody with your jokes. For example, on my sorrowful film yesterday, I brought up the subject of Jack and Jack and the Titanic. So I was talking to a friend of mine, and the subject of Jack and Rose in the controversial scene where Rose pays a dime to Jack to draw her naked. We talked about that. So this is a little blurb that came out of that. A pickup line that is bound to fail. Do you like the Titanic? You do? Well, if you give me a dime, I'll look at you naked. And then a couple people liked that comment, and good people. And then I put, I need to start working on better comedy as my own response to myself. And that's true. And then I put up another one. Let's see if I can find that one. Let's try this one. And this one's even a little bit more edgy, especially, I think, because my brain has a way of dealing with things in a strange way. Thinks that right now the world is a giant snow globe. Right now, I and many others have something similar to shaken infant syndrome. Now, that might not make any sense to people, but you shake up those snow globes to make the snow fall really hard, and the world is like basically just caught in a blizzard. So is there a term that I could have used to better pick my thoughts than shaken infant syndrome? Probably. And I guess that's the maybe the rub of becoming a comedian is, what do you want to say that'll make people laugh but not make people cry or upset? Here's a thing that I want to point out from my past. My friend Scarlett. I actually don't know if I can call her my friend because I think she hates me, but I'm not sure. How Catholics know that they're driving too fast. Now we got a little Mr. Jesus hanging on for dear life on the rosary that is tied to the rearview mirror of the car, and a lot of people would laugh when they see that, and I chuckled, I smiled, because I know that Jesus has a sense of humor, but a lot of very devout, a lot of very serious people that have a deep devotion for Jesus might find this very offensive. And I know that Scarlett had some people comment on this picture and say that's inappropriate, it should be removed. So it's Groundhog's Day, and I put a little bit of a fun video up with Rupee the evil guinea pig, just as a point. Like, my mom and grandma are very sick, and giving them medicine is good, making sure they eat right is good, but making sure that they're smiling and laughing, that's probably more important than anything else. And I'm going to put some effort into that. I'm making it known to the world and to my friends. And I might even put this video on Facebook too, is that I plan to try to make more people smile and more people laugh each and every day. I think that's a noble thing to do. So I think Jesus would agree with that.